It looks like Iman Shumpert is not happy about Teyana Taylor moving on with actor Aaron Pierre. Since Teyana and Aaron made their relationship public, Iman has been acting out in a big way. He's clearly not handling the news well, and things are getting even messier. Reports are surfacing that he is now trying to take their children away from her as a way to punish her for moving on. This whole situation is turning into a disaster, so let's break it all down. Teyana officially filed for divorce from Iman in 2023. At first, she tried to make it seem like the split was peaceful and mutual, saying they had simply grown apart. But once the legal proceedings started, the truth quickly came out, and it was anything but civil. Iman wasted no time flipping the narrative and making Teyana look like the bad guy. One of his first petty moves was demanding that she return every gift he had ever given her throughout their relationship. We're talking about jewelry, designer clothes, and even a condo he once bought for her. But he didn't stop there. He also tried to claim a share of her music royalties, even for songs she released before they were married. Typically, divorce settlements only include assets gained during the marriage, so the fact that he was going after money she made before they even met was beyond ridiculous. As if things weren't already messy enough, Iman then went to court to try and lower his child support payments. Despite only paying $8,000 a month total for their daughters, Rue and Junie, he argued that he couldn't afford it and wanted to pay even less. Meanwhile, Teyana's legal team came prepared with receipts showing that Iman was spending over $100,000 a month on himself. He was blowing money on expensive dinners, luxury vacations, and production costs for his podcast, yet he was claiming that supporting his own children was too expensive. It became clear that this wasn't about money, it was about control. He was trying to make Teyana's life as difficult as possible. But the real reason for their divorce ran much deeper. According to court documents, Teyana had been dealing with Iman's cheating for years, even before they got married. She claimed he continued to be unfaithful throughout both of her pregnancies, and at one point, he even sent inappropriate pictures of himself and their newborn to women he was allegedly cheating with. When Teyana finally had enough and decided to separate, Iman tried to turn the tables, accusing her of cheating. But Teyana quickly shut that down, making it clear that the only time she was with someone else was when they were already separated because of his infidelity. For years, rumors of Iman's unfaithfulness swirled, and he had been caught up in so many scandals that people stopped being surprised. He wasn't even trying to keep things discreet, making it all the more humiliating for Teyana. At one point, there were rumors that they had invited a third person into their relationship, which only made the situation even more complicated. Then, in 2023, a TikTok user reignited speculation when she claimed to have inside information from someone close to Teyana. According to the TikToker, Iman's cheating had taken such an emotional toll on Teyana that it allegedly landed her in the hospital. When Teyana heard about these rumors, she immediately clapped back, denying everything. She insisted that she had been hospitalized due to exhaustion from overworking, not because of Iman's actions. She also threatened legal action against the person spreading the false story. But despite her strong denial, many fans weren't convinced, given Iman's track record. Teyana always tried to defend Iman and protect their relationship, but no matter how hard she worked to keep things together, it all fell apart. She did everything she could to keep their private life out of the spotlight, but his behavior made that impossible. Eventually, things got so bad that another woman exposed him online, posting clear video proof of his infidelity. There was no room for denial. Iman had been caught red-handed and the truth was finally out. Now, with Teyana moving on and finding happiness with Aaron Pierre, Iman is lashing out once again. He's reportedly trying to gain full custody of their children, not out of genuine concern for them, but as a way to punish her for moving on. It's a messy and unfortunate situation, and fans have a lot to say about it. Some believe this is Teyana's karma, while others feel she doesn't deserve to be treated like this after everything she went through. What do you think? Is this just another case of a bitter ex who can't handle seeing his former partner happy, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned because there's always more drama around the corner. You could do damage. You could do damage. But that wasn't the end of it. She also posted a picture that made things even clearer. It was confirmed that she was wearing Iman's chain, and that just made it obvious that something was going on between them behind the scenes. It wasn't just a random rumor anymore. There was proof. Even after all that, Teyana still jumped in to defend Iman. She quickly put out a statement saying, "To be completely fair, Iman and I have been separated for a while now. Just so everyone is clear, cheating is not one of the reasons for our breakup. We're still a great team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. The only reason I'm even speaking on this is because the rumors are getting out of control, and it's unfair to everyone involved. I hope this clears things up." But despite her efforts to control the situation, the proof was there for everyone to see. There was no way Iman could talk his way out of it. A quick online search would pull up a long list of cheating scandals, so he knew better than to deny it. Instead of taking responsibility for his actions, he flipped the script and tried to make Teyana look like the problem. Rather than admitting his mistakes, he tried to paint her as aggressive and claimed she had a history of getting physical whenever she was upset. He even brought up an alleged incident saying, "I was downstairs wearing my headphones and playing PlayStation when she started hitting me. I used to work with special ed kids, so I used a bear hug to calm her down. I called for my siblings and went upstairs where my mother was." Teyana, however, was not about to let him twist the story. She spoke in detail about how Iman had treated her and their kids terribly. According to her, he was jealous of her success and felt insecure about whether he was good enough for her, even though he had made more money playing basketball than she ever did with her music career. She shared that Iman hated attending events with her because the paparazzi often asked him to step aside so they could take solo shots of her. She said he would send her text messages filled with manipulative and condescending comments whenever she got too much attention. He would pick unnecessary fights, even on special occasions like her birthday, only to later apologize. It was clear he struggled with insecurity, and his behavior became more toxic over time. Eventually, Teyana opened up about how much she sacrificed for their marriage. Things got so bad that she felt like she had to hold herself back just to make things work. But even that wasn't enough. No matter how much she tried, Iman always found a reason to be upset. In an attempt to keep the peace, she even turned down acting roles after giving birth, thinking it would bring stability to their home. That decision came at a cost. Fewer projects meant less income for her. And ironically, after all the times she supported him, Iman suddenly had an issue with her not bringing in as much money. After years of being the one keeping everything together, she found herself being criticized for not contributing financially. It was a lose-lose situation. No matter what she did, she could never satisfy him. According to TMZ, Teyana revealed in court documents that she fought to keep their family together, despite Iman being emotionally and mentally abusive. She said she stayed with him through thick and thin, but instead of appreciating that, he only treated her worse. When she quietly filed for divorce, he insisted on them reconciling. However, even after they got back together, he continued to be distant, inconsistent, and involved in more cheating scandals, which she found humiliating. Teyana also shared that she used her connections to help Iman get opportunities in Hollywood, as his basketball career came to an end. But instead of appreciating her support, he continued to argue with her. By 2021, she had already started the divorce process, but she called it off, hoping they could fix things. Unfortunately, the issues never went away. His insecurities only grew as his career faded, and by 2022, she found herself feeling trapped and manipulated once again. She briefly reconsidered the divorce, even withdrawing her legal filing a day after submitting it. But by January of last year, she finally reached her breaking point. She could no longer handle the emotional roller coaster, so she officially ended the marriage. At this point, we could go on and on about all the ways he made life difficult for her, but I think you get the point. In the end, the divorce was finalized, and they both went their separate ways. Iman was later spotted with different women, though it's unclear how serious any of those relationships were. It just seemed like he was bouncing from one casual fling to another. Teyana, on the other hand, kept her love life private, until now, because she just made it clear that she has moved on, and she didn't do it quietly. She stepped out with none other than actor Aaron Pierre, and let's just say, they're not hiding anything. They were first seen together at the 15% Pledge Gala, and just a few days later, they made another public appearance at the American Black Film Festival Gala. And when I tell you they looked good together, I mean they looked amazing. They gave off effortless power couple energy, and the chemistry between them was undeniable. But the real moment that had everyone talking? That hug. When Aaron won the Rising Star Award, Teyana embraced him in a way that said everything without a single word being spoken. That wasn't just a friendly congratulations. That was something deeper. If anyone had doubts about what was going on between them, that hug alone answered all the questions. While Teyana is out here thriving and stepping into her new chapter with confidence, Iman is still caught up in his old ways. And now, there are reports that he's trying to take their kids away from her, not out of genuine concern, but out of spite. It seems like he can't stand to see her happy and moving on. If this is true, it just proves that his behavior hasn't changed one bit. Instead of focusing on becoming a better person, he's still trying to control and punish Teyana. But if there's one thing we've learned about her, it's that she's strong. She has been through so much, and she's come out on the other side even better. So while Iman is busy plotting, Teyana is out here glowing, happy, and moving forward with her life. And honestly, she deserves every bit of happiness coming her way. Fans have been loving this new relationship, and it seems like everyone is happy for them, except for her ex, Iman. According to sources, he is not handling it well at all. Apparently, he expected Teyana to just stay home and focus on the kids, instead of being out and about with another man, especially someone like Aaron Pierre. Honestly, it sounds like Iman is just bitter about her moving on. He seems so upset that there are now rumors suggesting he might even be trying to take the kids away from her out of spite. The irony here is that Teyana has accused him of being an absent father. She has claimed that he failed to take proper care of their children, sometimes even neglecting to feed them when they were with him. Reports also state that Teyana accused Iman of smoking around their kids and being under the influence while watching them. One particularly concerning incident mentioned in court documents says that he once put their young children in a rideshare alone in Chicago and had them dropped off at the United Center, while he took a private car to the same location. To make matters worse, both kids were under the age of 8 at the time, in a city they weren't familiar with. It doesn't stop there. Teyana has also said that Iman hasn't exactly been eager to spend time with their children, even when she offered him more opportunities to do so. According to witnesses, she repeatedly tried to give him extra time with the kids, but he often declined because of his work schedule. He even reportedly said that 3 days' notice wasn't enough time for him to adjust his plans. So, it seems like his sudden interest in custody is less about actually wanting to be more involved as a father, and more about punishing Teyana for moving on. It's interesting to see him acting this way, especially since he wasn't making much of an effort before. What do y'all think? Does Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor make a great couple, or are people just jealous? Let me know your thoughts.